Hey, ever feel like the world around you is about to come to an end? I may have the proof right here. Why don't you come rant with your boy Ruckus?
Bienvenido and thank you for joining me on the show that lets you know that though it may not be the end of the world, I'm willing to bet you can see it from here. I am indeed my Ruckus, and this is the podcast, Ranting with Ruckus. And it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, even though it's colder than a witch's titty. And though I can't feel my feet, my fingers, or my sense of good taste, I'm geared up, boozed up, and revved up for another round of some of the dumbest people on earth. So if you're in the mood for a good laugh, some finger pointing, and a major boost to your self-esteem, then take my hand and let's go down the rabbit hole together, baby. Now, before I fire off our first winner of life here, let me start off by saying I love me some good old-fashioned fun, goddammit. Playing the occasional childish game just for the fuck of it always sounds like a good time in my book, especially if I can work in some foreplay in the process. Yeah! But when partaking in such events, one must remember, no matter how good the booty may be, no hoe is worth my dignity. Say it with me now. No matter how good the booty may be, no hoe is worth my dignity. And this is where an unidentified man from Australia fumbled at the goal line. And the headline reads as follows: Australian man plays hide and seek, gets stuck in washing machine. And the opening line alone hurt my soul a little bit. Because of all the things you could have said, this was not what I was expecting after I read the headline. It happened again. For the second time in less than a week, someone has gotten stuck in a washing machine playing a game of hide and seek. A 20-year-old man got stuck in a top-loading washing machine. Top-loading. Saturday in hopes of scaring his girlfriend. Now, when doing a prank, and I love me a good prank, you know, you pull off a good prank on somebody, or somebody pulls off a good prank on you, you kind of got to clap your hands. If you're the one reaping the rewards, you know, you got a huge smile on your face. If you're the one that gets punked and pranked a little bit, you probably kind of have to just throw up your hands and go, you know what, you got me. Nothing I can do. I'm just flat out God. But before doing said prank, you have to set some parameters. You have to have some rules. Rule number 1 should be, is what I'm doing going to hurt me? Rule number 2 should be, is what I'm doing going to hurt the person severely? A little pain is okay in a prank, but you shouldn't take it too far. And the third rule, and I think most importantly, is what I'm doing going to land my ass on the 6 o'clock news? Apparently he set none of these parameters whatsoever. And the proof is in the pudding with the very next line, because apparently he was also naked. So the man who remains identified was stuck for 20 minutes as firefighters, paramedics, and search and rescue team came to his aid. Rescuers were eventually able to free the man by lubing him up with olive oil. Congratulations, my man, you are officially a house salad. The man suffered no injuries, but maybe a bruised ego, that's about it. And the Sheridan police sergeant said it would be fair to say the gentleman was very embarrassed. Yeah, I would definitely have to say so. When you're caught bare-ass naked in a home appliance and about 50 people got to grease your ass up to get you out, yeah, you really should be embarrassed at yourself. I understand you were just trying to do something cute and funny for your girlfriend. Probably trying to make a YouTube video or something like that, but for the love of God, think your shit through if you're going to be pulling to prank people. It's not that hard. Take certain precautions before doing a prank. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and as far as the second time, the other one happened to an 11-year-old girl. I'm not ripping into an 11-year-old girl, okay? It's a little girl playing a game of hide and seek and got stuck. I'm not going to rip into her. But the 20-year-old, you stupid fuck. Anyway, that being said, let's move on to our next story, shall we? Now, I want to ask you all a question out there. When you all think of your grandmother, what ideas come to your head? A lot of you are probably thinking sloppy wet kisses on the cheeks, the smell of mothballs, maybe more comforting thoughts like awesome baked goods and amazing home cooking. I'm almost willing to bet for the most of you, it's not raging alcoholic. Like the grandmother in our next story, Rosie Pate, grandmother, allegedly calls 911 to ask for beer. And this article kicks it off right away. By the way, what I'm about to say, I did not write. This is written in the article as the first line. I shit you not. Check it for yourself. Help! I'm sober and I can't get drunk. Way to throw it back to the 80s, guys. Well done. Very well done. That was almost funny, but thank you for trying to do my job for me. A grandmother in Memphis was jailed this week after officials say she called 911 for police assistance in getting a beer, according to documents obtained by the Smoking Gun. I don't know if this is my worst fear or who I aspire to be? I'm going to read on to find out. Rosie Pate, 68, told local news station WREG that allegations are false. I have lived for 68 years old, and I never doubt no police to bring me beer, she told the station. Gotta love a sweet Southern belle, don't you? Just want to hold her and hug her and have her bake your cookies and all that. Oh, my God. The criminal complaint states that Pate got into an argument with her granddaughter and slapped her because she would not buy Pate a beer. According to the WMC-TV, the granddaughter had a scratch under her eye. Pate told WREG she called the cops and told them about the argument, but she wasn't asking them for alcohol. I wouldn't dare dial 911 to tell police to bring me some beer. No, ma'am. Nevertheless, she was charged with the domestic assault and making a non-emergency 911 call. Oh, my Lord. By the way, if this is your grandmother I'm talking about, leave the family now. Change your last name. See if you can get a DNA change in the process. If this is what you have to look forward to for your future, I deeply, deeply, deeply feel for you. Oh, my God. Crazy is crazy no matter what color, creed, or style it comes in. And if you're this much of a raging alcoholic, you need some serious, serious, serious help. I don't know what's worse. Her calling 911 for beer, or the guy I talked about a couple weeks ago who tried to trade an alligator for a 12-pack. These two are neck and neck for dumbest drunks on the planet. And though I haven't decided quite which who wins yet, I'm more than positive somebody further south than where she is will be more than happy to make that decision for me. Now, I know a lot of you out there really hate your siblings, for whatever the reason may be. Either it's just some feelings of a rivalry, they may have picked on you for most of your younger years and made your life an absolute living hell, or even slept and stolen with that special someone in your life and made it their very own. For whatever the reason, I can understand that. Me personally, though, I love my brother. He's one of my best friends and still to this day my greatest audience. But even as good as friends we are, growing up we still had many, many, many disagreements. No question to it. But as heated as that got, and believe me, my brother and I have two of the hottest tempers on the planet. As bad as we got with one another, it never, ever, ever came to quite the level, and when I say level, I mean low level, our next story has come to. And poor Mr. Jerome Davis. Let me rephrase that. Poor Mr. Jerome Davis's brother. Because if I was this man's brother, I would run for the hills and never look back. This would be the last person on my Christmas list to send a card to, I promise you that. Jerome Davis pulls knife on brother for eating too many PB&J sandwiches. Let me explain something to you all. If my brother would have tried to stab me for every time I overate something in the house, I'd have been dead 100 times a year, every single year. Police say an Iowa man was arrested after he pulled a knife on his brother during a fight over peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now that's brotherly love right there, baby. The Des Moines Register reports that Jerome Davis was arrested on Friday after the confrontation with his brother. By the way, both these men are in their 50s. Davis's accuser told police he was angry because he believed his brother was eating too many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Davis allegedly made 3 sandwiches, ate them in the living room, and made another less than an hour later. For shame. What is wrong with you? The first 3 were okay, but that last one sandwich too far, my man. 1 sandwich too damn far. Mr. Davis was in his right. Wait, no he wasn't. He was fucking absolutely batshit crazy. Oh, my Lord. A police report says the brothers began to argue about laziness and overeating. Davis allegedly pulled out a folding knife and held it to his brother's face. Ladies and gentlemen, this is over peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now, look, I understand sibling rivalries can be very, very trying. I know. Especially because these people spend so much time with you. They know how to push every button you have. Every single pet peeve you have, they know about. They know how to exploit it. They know how to get under your skin faster than anybody else on the planet. Maybe just short of whoever you marry. That being said, you should never, ever, ever, ever get this deep into an argument about snack food. It just shouldn't happen. I shouldn't have to read a story like this, but I do. Why? Because there are degenerates out there who think that snack food is a good reason to stab people for, especially your own flesh and blood. What in the hell were you smoking that day, my man? Let's be honest, okay? You should just probably stop all contact with your family. Because I'm almost willing to bet dollars and pesos, most of them have stopped contact with you. Your brother was probably one of the last people who were even willing to talk to you. And the only reason is because there was a mutual roof over your heads. Fair enough. And if you think he's lazy and eating too much, fine. Address it in a civilized manner like a grown adult. Don't throw a tantrum and then start drawing knives. This is where you fail, both in this particular situation and probably at life. So, do your family the favor they've probably been praying for you to do. Just exit their lives completely. Forget about them, because I'm more than sure most of them have forgotten about you. You can give me whatever excuse you want. Well, it was just a bad day, I had a bad temper, I was sick of whatever he's doing. There's no excuse for it. This is your flesh and blood. You treat your flesh and blood like you would the person you want to respect you the most. You don't do this shit to family. You don't do this shit to anybody, especially your family. But, being the winner that you are, I'm sure in your head this was the only resolution that you could take. This was the only way out. Your way to make a stand. And you fell flat on your face. Good for you. Well played, sir. You stupid fucking idiot. And judging by your picture, you one mangy, dirty motherfucker, too. And for anybody else who wants to see this guy's picture, please come on to the Huffington Post website and type in the headline that I provided for you. Jesus Christ, this guy definitely has winner written all over him. The girls must flock to him, leaving change in his cup as they walk by thinking he's a homeless man. Anyway, moving on. We're going to get to our last story. But before we do, I want to thank each and every one of you who have been listening this far and is spending a little bit of time with me. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe, no matter on what platform you're listening to it. Listening on Podomatic, if you're listening on Tumblr, if you're listening on YouTube, just make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, tell me what you liked about the show, and if you don't like what you heard, tell me what you hated. I'm always good for criticism, baby. Now, with that being said, we move on to our final story of the day, and let me tell you what, when it comes to batshit crazy, this woman, I swear, is trying to win a world title for it. I'm just going to read the headline, and before I do, I want both men and women alike to strap in because it's going to hurt. Women are going to be cringing just a little bit more than the men in this situation. That being said, we're going to get into it, and like I said before, you have been forewarned. Jennifer McCarthy, and by the way, no, not that one. This is a completely different one, not the one who was in Playboy and all that. No. Completely different batshit crazy Jennifer McCarthy. Just so we're clear. Pulls a gun from her vagina after dispute over space aliens. I'm going to read it again, don't worry. I know what you're thinking. He didn't just read that right. He must have read something wrong. I promise you I fucking didn't. Once again, Jennifer McCarthy pulls a gun from vagina after dispute over space aliens. Okay, well, put on the boots, because it's about to get real deep in here. The ex-wife of Pulitzer Prize-winning author McCormick McCarthy was arrested Saturday after allegedly whipping a gun out of her vagina and threatening her boyfriend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have dated me some batshit crazy girls. Whether they were batshit crazy before I dated them or I fucking made them that way, believe me, I have had a plethora of crazy women in my life. Make no mistake about it. But never have I had this level of crazy. This one crazy is 10 times all the crazy I've had in a lifetime. Jennifer McCarthy, 48, got into an argument with her 53-year-old lover about space aliens. I can't believe I actually just read that. This happened, and my head hurts. Oh my God. Space aliens. 53-year-old people. Aliens. Where's this story going to go? I'm scared to read. But I have an obligation and nothing better to do, so I'm going to keep going. Somebody hold my hand and bear with me, please. Here we go. According to a probable cause affidavit obtained by the smoking gun, McCarthy left her Santa Fe residence, then came back and changed into lingerie. So, they had an argument over space aliens. She leaves the place and comes back and immediately starts changing into some sexy gear. Most guys would think, hey, yo, this rodeo fitting to kick off. But I've been trained enough to know something's up. Because you don't just have an argument over fucking space aliens, have the girl leave, and then come back and immediately want to fuck. That shit does not happen. Ask any woman, they'll fucking tell you. I promise they will. That fucking shit never happens. Doesn't go arguing for space aliens anal. Doesn't fucking happen unless there's a fucking probe involved. Oh my God. I'm terrified. And the reason why is because I know with my luck, I'm going to marry batshit crazy like this one day. I fucking know it. Because I know my luck with women. Anyway, let's keep pressing on, shall we? Let's see how much worse this gets. Oh my god. The outfit was accessorized by a silver handgun placed in her, let's say it all together now, vagina! with which she began to have intercourse with. I think my stomach turned just a little bit. I know what some of you are thinking out there. That sounds kind of hot. Some of you gun enthusiasts, this is your fantasy. It's one thing to dream about it, but I'm almost willing to bet when it's right there in front of your face, and you know the person across from you is a few bricks short of a fucking house, and she's sitting there doing it, and she's not giving you that, yeah, I'm in the mood look. She's giving you that, go ahead, make a move. I'm so revved up right now, I'm willing to bet I'm going to shoot you in the fucking head. Just make one stupid move, say one stupid fucking thing. There's a difference in those two situations. I promise you that. While cleaning the chamber, McCarthy reportedly posed the question, who's crazy, you or me, before pulling the gun and pointing it at her boyfriend's head. Okay, it's fucking clear who's crazy. Lady with gun in cooch, fucking gone. Pluto gone. Guy sitting on bed fearing for his life, just stupid for dating you, not really that crazy. Oh my god. Eventually, the boyfriend did wrestle the weapon away from her, and he came away unscathed. But my god. Just, holy shit. I have met some absolutely deranged women in my life. I have dated and slept with a few of them. I have a book of it. I may make it a coffee table book one day. But as I stated before, nothing near this stratosphere. This woman deserves a crown. This is the type of shit that happens in fucking horror movies, man. Only, in the horror movie version, the guy doesn't get out alive. Not only does he not get out alive, but she ends up going after the fucking family and the dog, too. Oh my god. Let's hope this woman goes away for a very long time. And that she doesn't inspire any of our girlfriends to take suit after her. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate your time, your patience, and I hope you got a few laughs out of my cast. If you did, please subscribe. Either on Tumblr, on my Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. I always post this on it. Wherever you find me, please make sure you comment, subscribe, and rate. That's all I ask. Show your love. If you like what you hear, once again, please make a comment about it. If you don't like it, hey, you know what? Say something nasty. I'm always good for criticism, too. Just let me know you're listening out there. Anyway, as I always say, make sure you either be good or be good at it, because I don't want to talk about you on here. Love, peace, and hair grease, everybody. Peace out.